Tonight in Michigan, Donald Trump had his first rally since the RNC in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And remember when Republicans told us that we were getting a new and improved Donald Trump? Like, no more immature insults, no more division, none of that. Yeah, well, surprise, surprise, nothing has changed. Donald Trump got up on that stage and was the same old Donald Trump that we've known for years now. He got up and lied and spread conspiracy theories and insulted people, all of that nonsense. This rally was a complete disaster, certainly not convincing any independent voters or undecided voters. So I have a couple of clips from this rally to show you, and we'll talk about them a little bit. But man, was it not good? The first clip I want to show you is just the perfect example of irony going right over Donald Trump's head. Take a look.
You're not going to teach a criminal not to be a criminal. Not going to happen. And you don't have the time, you don't have the energy because you have to do other things. That is why as soon as I take the oath of office, we will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country, even larger than that of President Dwight D. Eisenhower many years ago. He was a big deportation.
I mean, did he really just say that? Did he really just say that? You can't teach a criminal to not be a criminal? Donald, you are a criminal. Donald Trump is literally a criminal. He is a felon. He was found guilty of 34 felony charges, facing dozens of other felony charges in different jurisdictions in the United States. He is literally a criminal. So I agree, Donald. You can't teach a criminal to not be a criminal in your case, and you're not changing anytime soon. Donald Trump will take the Oval Office and continue to break the law, continue his criminal ways, and nothing's going to change. Nothing will change. He is who he is. He is a criminal. So if Donald Trump is under the belief that you cannot change a criminal, in this instance, he's referencing undocumented migrants. If you can't change any of those folks, well, then he must also agree that he is a criminal, that he can't change, that he broke the law and that will never change and that he will continue to break the law. I agree, Donald. So let's make sure that you don't win. Let's make sure that Donald Trump, the criminal, doesn't take the oath of office. Now, also, aside from just that amazingly ironic statement that he just didn't catch, he just said it. Maybe he realized it when he said it, but at least not visibly. Aside from that, his policy of let's just deport everybody is such an awful policy. Like, I don't think the MAGA Trump supporters appreciate how much that would hurt the United States, hurt our economy and things like that. Like, it would be awful. All of these jobs that are filled, all of these communities that have undocumented migrants helping their communities, like working as teachers and things like that, just bang, like that. According to Donald Trump, we'll have these camps and they'll be gone and all of these holes will be in our country and our economy will not be as strong. So that was like a twofer in that clip. We have this ridiculous statement of him saying, oh, can't change a criminal, which in Donald Trump's case, I agree, you can't change him. And then his awful immigration policy is just such a disaster. It's such a disaster. Anyway, aside from that, the next clip I want to show you is some real panic in Donald Trump. He's really starting to feel the heat of the campaign and the pressure that the Democrats are putting on him, especially with Project 2025. He tries to distance himself unsuccessfully at this rally, so take a look at that clip as well.
And the other side's going around trying to make me sound extreme, like I'm an extremist. I'm not. I'm a person with great common sense. I'm not an extremist at all. Like some on the right, severe right, came up with this Project 25, and I don't even know. I mean, some of them I know who they are, but they're very, very conservative, just like you have. They're sort of the opposite of the radical left, okay? You have the radical left and you have the radical right. And they come up with this, I don't know what the hell it is, it's Project 25. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. But what they do is misinformation and disinformation.
For a minute straight right there, Donald Trump tried to do his best to distance himself from Project 2025, saying, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Project 2025. Well, I know some of the policies and they're super extreme and I don't agree with them, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know who's behind it. Well, I know some of the people who are behind it, but trust me, I have no idea what it is. I would never do that. He's playing ping pong. He keeps going, oh, I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. I know people. I don't know people. It's like, pick a side, buddy. Well, we know the side that Donald Trump is on. He loves Project 2025. There are videos of him in 2022 speaking at the Heritage Foundation, praising the outline that they created for the next conservative president, aka Project 2025. He has his staffers appearing in their ads. He has people that used to work for him, like Mark Meadows, Peter Navarro, working at the Heritage Foundation specifically on Project 2025, and his super PAC is running ads bragging about how great Project 2025 is. Look, he is doing this because he realizes that the American people are opening their eyes to his extreme agenda. Project 2025, further restricting women's reproductive rights, taking veterans' benefits away, abolishing the FBI, the DOJ, all this nonsense, and giving the president total power. Total power. The American people are opening their eyes to that and seeing, God, that's insane. That's terrible. So Donald Trump is trying to do everything he can to distance himself, but guaranteed day one, he takes office, that plan going into effect, just like that. And the United States will fundamentally change. But he can't sell that to the voters because he realizes that it's unpopular. The Democrats are hitting him on it, but he can't sell it. It's insane. So aside from that very unsuccessful attempt to pretend like he doesn't know what it is, I just want to circle back to the point I made initially where all the Republicans said that, oh, this guy was now unifying, that he was going to bring the country together. Take a look at what he said about President Biden, Vice President Harris, and Nancy Pelosi tonight at his rally.
From the moment we take back the White House from crooked Joe Biden and Kamala, I call her Laughing Kamala. You ever watch her laugh? She's crazy. You know, you can tell a lot by a laugh. No, she's crazy. She's nuts. She's not as crazy as Nancy Pelosi, crazy Nancy.
Yeah, so in a 20-second period, he called Joe Biden crooked. He called Vice President Kamala Harris Laughing Kamala, and then called Nancy Pelosi, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, crazy. Does that sound unifying? Does anybody think that's bringing the country together? Or maybe that's the same divisive language that Donald Trump has been preaching for years. The Republicans told us he was going to be unifying, though. I thought they had the Unity Convention in Milwaukee. I thought that they told us he was a new guy. Oh, no. No, that was all a lie. No, that was all deception to make people think that Donald Trump has softened up, that he's a new man, that he doesn't see the politics anymore in it. He's just focused on the American people. No, this is who he is. He is never, I hope people understand that this is who he is. Donald Trump is never, ever, ever going to change. He will always be the child in the grown man's body where he thinks that these insults are funny. Like, they're not funny. They're just like everybody's laughing at him, not with him. Or at least everybody in the crowd may be laughing with him because they are in the cult. But everybody on the outside looking in is like, my God, we have a child running for the presidency. I'm 21. This guy's like in his late 70s. I can recognize that. I can recognize that this guy's acting like he's on the middle school and elementary school playground. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so anytime the Republicans tell you that Donald Trump is unifying and Joe Biden is divisive, just show him this video. Just show him that video of him using his insults that he's done for so long now. It's just ridiculous how they try to gaslight us into believing that Trump is now this new guy. Anyway, the final clip I want to show you is Donald Trump revealing something that really gets under his skin. He really doesn't like it. Take a look.
But, when I was building the wall, I said, you have to give us 28,000 soldiers. And they laughed at me. I hate when people laugh at me. I hate it. I hate it. No, it's so disrespectful. They laughed at me. We won't do.
He hates when people laugh at him. That makes me want to go up to Donald Trump's face and laugh in his face. I mean, that's really the emotion, the feeling I got after I heard him say that. And there's two main points. Number one, he is so insecure. He is so insecure. Oh my God. Like, somebody laughs at him and he takes it personally. He's so deeply offended by that. He's such an insecure, tiny man. And it's sad. It's sad. Like, he's in, again, late 70s, and he's still not mentally secure with himself, that if somebody laughs at him or disagrees with him or says something mean about him, he is deeply offended. Deeply offended. It's so ridiculous. And the second point I want to make is that he is quite literally a narcissist. Like, he has every box checked needed for somebody to be diagnosed as a narcissist. And this just further proves that he hates being laughed at. Narcissists hate being laughed at. They hate being the butt of the joke. And he so often is. And that's why he's such an angry, as I mentioned, angry, small, insecure man. It's just who Donald Trump is, aside from the politics, aside from how awful he is politically. Personally, that's who he is. It's insane. So I just wanted to show you that. So now you know it's something that Donald Trump just despises. Just keep it in mind. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all this stuff. The rally was a disaster. It was terrible. I don't think it's convincing anybody. It's certainly making his base go wild, but nobody that's undecided is going to be like, well, Donald Trump called Nancy Pelosi crazy, so I'm on the train, right? I just had to show you these clips so we could talk about them a little bit, but I'm going to wrap up the video there. Make sure to subscribe down below. It really goes such an incredibly long way. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about Trump's Michigan rally. And as I always say, I appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.